to British Rug. I'm Fallon, and today I'm going to be putting together a bookshelf because I've always wanted one. My sisters all have a ton. I have a lot less books in them, so mine won't be as full, but I have like so many books in boxes in our basement. I want to bring them up, and I also want to bring up the ones that I haven't read yet so I don't forget to read them because they're downstairs and I always forget which ones I have. So I have one right here. Oh jeez, it's so heavy. Oh gosh, okay. Here it is.
You should see me in the crowd.
So I found this one on Walmart. It was the most inexpensive one I could find because no one wants to spend a ton on furniture because furniture is way too expensive some places. This one is the Mainstays brand and it's brown and it has 3 shelves. So it's just a short little bookshelf. I am not a handyman. I'm terrible at putting together any furniture, so today I'm going to be one. So this shall be interesting. A little while ago, my mom got a chair for her bedroom, and I tried to put together. It took me hours. And it turns out I put the legs on backwards. Yeah, I'm not meant to build things. Now I'm hoping all this requires is some scissors to open the box and a screwdriver because that's all I got right now. Oh gosh, it's ratchet. These are the instructions. They're insanely long and a bit intricate. I might need your help. Now it's stuck. It's already going off to a bad start. Oh, it's starting in. Oh, they say to use a hammer to whack it in. Well, that would have been useful. it turns out I did need a hammer. So here it is. This is put together, so now it's time to bring up the heavy boxes of books that I own. Surprisingly, this took a lot less time to build compared to the chair. This took us about 45 minutes-ish. Books that I have in these boxes are not what you would call fine literature. So I have a lot of books that are like autobiographies of bands and stuff. Like I have a lot of One Direction books in here, and I have a lot of 5 Seconds of Summer stuff. I also have like all my CDs as well. They're also 5 Seconds of Summer. I have Niall Horan, and I also have One Direction ones in here as well. And then I also have a bunch of YA books. Now it's time to organize my trash. My books are too tall for these shelves, so I gotta readjust these. These are the first 3.
With all 3 books. Huge.
These are huge though.
They are. I think they put 3 books in one.
The library was giving this book away, and I got it because of the under jacket. Okay, so now we're going to do a bookshelf tour. So the first book on this shelf is this really cool one that I got from Etsy a couple years ago. It's this vintage King Arthur and His Knights book. It's not in the best shape, but I mean, it's readable. It has that nice old book smell. Get a whiff of that. So that's on that end. And then next I have the first and second book to Lesser Press, but the first one I'm currently rereading, so it's not in the bookshelf. And then I also have the trilogy after, which is the Starblade Chronicles. I think I started reading them in 6th grade, and I finished them when I was a senior in high school, which was a few years ago. And I just really loved the book, so I was just trying to collect them. And then another set that's a series is the Lockwood Company. These I don't remember when I discovered, but I discovered them in my local library years ago. They're like horror fantasy, and I just really wanted to own them because I really like the books. I love the Vampire Diaries. So I'm also starting to collect those. So I have a few here. Did I put this in the wrong order? Oh, these are in the wrong order. No. No, that must be right. Heck, I don't know. I currently can't count properly. Okay. Next, I have 3 of the Night World books. I have not read them, but my sister gave them to me, and they look good, so I thought, hey, why not? So I put them in the bookshelf. They're also by the same author who did Vampire Diaries, which is L.J. Smith. And then I also have Dark Visions from her, and then the Forbidden Game I also have. So the next shelf under has my DVDs and like CD albums. So I have like Hotel Transylvania, the first and second, because I love those movies, and also really like Selena Gomez. And then I also have Monte Carlo, which was also one of my favorite movies as a middle schooler, which also has Selena Gomez in it. I was also obsessed with the movie Aquamarine, so my sister got me that. My sister also found at Walmart Assassin's Creed Lineage short movie. That was cool. And then I bought myself darn it. And then I also bought myself Assassin's Creed because I love the video games. And I saw the movie and I loved it, so I really wanted to own it. So I got that for a bargain deal at Walmart. Yeah, girls got bills, okay? And the next movie I have is The Seventh Son, which is equivalent... I don't know, I didn't talk math. So The Seventh Son is based off of the Last Apprentice series, which I showed you previously, by Joseph Delaney. And my sister got me this for my birthday because I love the books and I like the movie a lot, so... Also was obsessed with H2O Just Add Water, the Australian TV show about 3 mermaids. You may have heard of it. Quite popular. Next, I have like my band stuff. So I have my One Direction Up All Night live tour DVD, Where We Are live tour DVD, One Direction movie, extras from the One Direction movie. And then I also have the 5 Seconds of Summer concert DVD. I have a slight problem. Next, I have my albums. I really like to get the One Direction yearbook edition albums. They're really cool because they have pictures. It's just like a little booklet. They cost the most expensive. They were like, I don't even know, like 20 bucks just for these, versus getting a CD by itself was way cheaper. I have their first one, Up All Night, Take Me Home, Midnight Memories, and then I have 4. I never did get the last one, but I have up to 4. And then I also have Niall's first album, Flicker. 5 Seconds of Summer, their first album. Youngblood in 2 different covers. That is like their original cover. And then Target, if you bought it from Target, you could get extra songs that you couldn't get anywhere else. And they just randomly sent you someone. I also have their most recent album. So this one is also from Target because I also gave you extra songs if you bought it off of Target. Oh no, my face is in it! Oh no. So this, I also got this one from Target because it gave you extra songs on it, and they had an exclusive cover, and their covers always look so cool. On their website, they also had where you could get their covers with their own faces on it, and they would give you like a signed booklet. So my sister also got me the Ashen cover because he's one of my favorites. I left the rest of the shelf empty because if I ever get any movies anytime soon or like more CDs, I'll probably put them on this shelf. So on the last shelf, I have a lot of Doctor Who and Sherlock and more band stuff. I have a Doctor Who book about the secret lives of monsters. I do have some fun literature with Sherlock. It's the complete Sherlock Holmes collection. It's just really pretty and very ornate, as people like to say. Inside is very cool. And then the end pages are gold. It just has really small print. I think this actually has the same books in it, a little shorter version, and my sister got me this one for Christmas, which is also really pretty. Very shiny silver on it, kind of reflective. Ooh, and this one has bigger print. And this one also has pictures, which is really cool. I also got this really cool Doctor Who book, which has The Silent Stars Go By and Touched by an Angel. This one has silver end pages, some large print, and I believe it has also a silver ribbon right here. You can see I never take the ribbons out because I'm afraid to ruin them because they're so pretty. Oh gosh, baby. So this is an anthology. It has 12 stories from each of the 12 Doctors. I have like a little silhouette type of thing going on. Next one I have is A Brief History of Time Lord. This one has a lot of pictures. This is just, you know, self-explanatory. The history of the Time Lords. But next I have another Doctor Who book called The Wheel of Ice. It's about one of the earlier ones because I don't recognize the companions' names. I never watched the original ones. Another book that I have is also Doctor Who about heroes and monsters. Now back to more band stuff. So I have the 5 Seconds of Summer autobiography. I also have an unofficial One Direction biography. And then I also have one of their biographies that they actually wrote themselves called Where We Are. And I also have one of their very first ones called 100% Official One Direction, Dare to Dream, Life is One Direction. And then I also have one of their other autobiographies called Who We Are. Most of these I got in like junior high, early high school when my obsession was heavy. On to just random books. I have the book Nerve that my sister got me for Christmas because I really love the movie and I really wanted to read the book to compare it to it. The Akata Witch, which I wanted to read, so that looks really good. If I Stay, because I really like that movie. Legend, Steelheart. A few of these are from free Rice Krispie points. If you eat Rice Krispies, sometimes you can get the free, but I eat a lot of Rice Krispies, so take advantage of them. Free books, folks. Explaining books takes so long. Another book that I got is the first book to the Fallen Kingdom series. One of my sisters read these and they really liked them, so they recommended it to me. The last one I have down here is a Last Apprentice book called The Spooks Bestiary, which talks about all the monsters that he encounters and that he conquers. Some of the creatures are kind of ugly, but you know, they're just creepy creatures. I originally wanted to put this on the top shelf, but oh, now it fits. There. I'm really happy. So that was my bookshelf tour. Thank you for joining me in building this massive but tiny beauty. See you in the next video.